Sanbonani football lovers, and welcome to Let's Argue. This is a show where the passion of the beautiful game meets real football debate. What a weekend it's been across the football world. Drama in the Premier League, fireworks in La Liga, tension in Serie A, Yenzani AC Milan. And right here at home, some crucial movements in the Betway Premiership title race. Someone is currently on top of the log, but no, the steam train from Chorkop is currently with the game in hand. Plus, dominant performance from them in the CAF Champions League, and that has the Brazilians dreaming of continental glory once again. I'm the mood engineer, the host for tonight, and joining me as always, two men who never run away from a football argument. The tactical brain of the show, Tibo, what's poppin'?
Yeah, sure. Tibo Lava Ultra featuring Van Roy, featuring the mood engineer. Thank you very much, Lebza. What a weekend it has been. Late winners, title implication, red cards left, right, and center, and some teams beginning to feel the pressure of the business end of the season.
And the man who always brings the fire, but umlilo, we're big dancing when it comes to football debate. My man Roy. What's up, Roy?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I was with guys. I hope the Monday was kind to you. So yeah, Neil, Lebza, this weekend reminded us exactly why we actually love football. Huh? Title races are tightening. Big teams are stumbling, and some players are basically stepping up when the teams actually need them the most. So that is football.
Let's waste no time. We begin with continental action, a strong statement from the champions of South Africa in the CAF Champions League. Sundowns took a massive step towards the CAF Champions League semi-finals with a commanding 3-0 victory in the first leg. Goals from Mudau, Leon, and Reyners sealed a dominant performance for the Brazilians. And Thibaut, I'm telling you, Sundowns look comfortable, they look confident, and completely in control. The 4 C's: comfort, confidence, completely control. Tibutin.
Yeah, man, bars right there. Absolutely, Lebza. This was the performance that showed why Mamelodi Sundowns, the Brazilians, remain one of the strongest teams on the continent. Yes, that's right. One of the strongest teams on the continent. They controlled possession. They stretched the pitch beautifully, obviously in shoe shine and piano fashion. And once they scored the first goal, Stade Milan simply couldn't keep up with the tempo. Now, Mdau's opener settled the nerves early on, and Leon's doubled the advantage, and Reyners basically just finished the job. Gentlemen, at 3-0, Sundowns are now in a very strong position heading into the second leg. Except Van Roy.
Yeah, sure. So what impressed me the most in that game was the professionalism. They didn't panic and they didn't rush as well. They basically trusted their system and they made it work for them. This is a team that knows how to win in Africa.
All right, we shake it up. We move to another one, which is the Betway Premiership. It made me happy this weekend. You know what? There were several key results that could shape the rest of the season. First of all, Amazulu near Richards Bay. A heated KwaZulu Natal derby. And you know what? Amazulu finally returned to winning ways. And the hero of the day, an ex-Chiefs player, Extin, who chipped the goalkeeper beautifully in the 83rd minute to secure Wonke, not one, not two, Mara, Wonke 3 points. Now, this victory, gents, means the Usutu up to 4th in the league standings.
Yeah, sure. And this was also a big win for Amazulu. They had been struggling for consistency, with consistency basically, but in derby matches, sometimes it's also about character rather than performance. And X-Team basically showed incredible composure for that winning goal. So big ups to him. Chibo?
No, listen, and tactically they looked more organized than in previous outings, gentlemen. Amazulu played with urgency and finally converted their chances. Now, where Marumo Gallants and Golden Arrows are concerned, it went in favor of the team from Lamontville. 2-1 was the end result. Now, Golden Arrows walked away with all 3 points after Gallants were reduced to 10 men following Ekatlogo Odisa's red card. Now, Junior Dion was instrumental as Arrows capitalized on the extra man advantage. Stefan Roy.
Yeah, near. Once in that match, basically, once Gallants actually went down to 10 men, the game completely changed. And Golden Arrows controlled possession and they basically used the extra space effectively and efficiently. So it's a very, very good day. They actually came off with a win. Sometimes when a team is one player down, they play extra hard and they will make it extra difficult for you to walk away with a win. But yeah, big ups to Golden Arrows. We also saw Orlando Pirates. They faced off Siwelele, and Pirates played at home. They actually drew that match 1-1. So yeah, a lot of people were sulking today at work. It was a frustrating afternoon for the Buccaneers. Despite them creating chances, Pirates were held to a draw by a brilliant performance from a goalkeeper, Ricardo Goss, and who was named man of the match. Look at Thibaut, he's like,
Yeah, no, gentlemen, I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to lie to you, but this result definitely hurts. I think at this part of the campaign, a draw almost feels like a loss. This result
yeah,
really hurts Pirates in the title race. When a goalkeeper performs like that, sometimes there's nothing you can do. But Pirates needed to win that game. But moving on from that game, we saw Makesi entertaining Chippa United in a 4-goal thriller, gentlemen. Now, one of the most dramatic matches of the weekend, without a shadow of a doubt, as Chippa United led through Uwela Kokobe's thunderous strike, but Makesi fought back late to come back into the match and salvage a point. Now, Orlando Pirates' low knees Fisolu Tuli scored in the 87th minute to rescue that point. Crucial goal, I must say. Evan Roy, I don't know what's your take on this.
yeah, it is. That goal indeed was crucial. It was a great comeback, but unfortunately for Magezi, they remain bottom of the table. They needed that win, and yeah, they didn't get it, and that just separates you from relegation and staying in the Betway Premiership. Also, we saw Kaiser Chiefs. I can see my man over here in the middle. He has his Chiefs t-shirt on. Yeah, and he is representing. So we look at Timo. So we saw Kaiser Chiefs face off Durban City. Chiefs played at home. They won that match 1-0. Very professional score. Finally, some relief for Amakosi and all the Amakosi fans, including myself. I didn't actually watch that game, but after a difficult run of results, Chiefs avoided a fifth consecutive defeat with a crucial, very, very crucial 1-0 victory at FNB Stadium. Three very important points for the Amakosis in their quest to finish inside of the top three. Thibaut?
Yeah, no, listen, Van Roy, this was more about mentality and performance, ne? Well, rather than performance. This Kaiser Chiefs needed to stop the bleeding and they needed to stop the losing streak. And they did exactly that by managing to fight tooth and nail to get the much needed 3 points and a clean sheet. Gentlemen, I think if you are Kosi fans, I know that I speak to the Kosi fans now. I know you guys are definitely happy with this result.
Yeah. Any point that's more than 1 point, we are happy. We are extremely.
Yeah, you guys have been losing more than Tottenham Hotspur, guys. It's bad.
Yeah, we were becoming.
I knew there was going to be a comeback.
We were becoming.
I didn't mention Liverpool.
No, we were becoming Liverpool, bruh.
Oh, still, I'm a Chiefs fan as well.
Yo, look, let's go to the Premier League, actually, gents, because they delivered plenty of surprises. Like, first of all, West Ham a massive result in the title race, just like Pirates, how they were tripped up by Siwelele. Manchester City had the same thing actually happen to them, where West Ham held City to a very, very disappointing draw on the City side, but a very, very a good point from a West Ham side, showing incredible defensive resilience. So, Roy, I was very disappointed. That's how it ended, man.
Yeah. Yeah, for City, this basically this draw feels like a loss for them because it's 2 points that they actually dropped. City basically dominated but couldn't break down West Ham's defense consistently, and that is a problem. It's like a thorn in their side, and they could have lessened the gap with Arsenal, but then yeah, it is what it is, man. Hey. Also, we saw Chelsea face off Newcastle. One day, I'm sorry, my friend, wherever you are, I know it hurts, but
Every
Chelsea
episode, we are talking about Mawande because his team has lost.
Hey, bro.
There's no episode where he doesn't get a roasting. We actually need to put his picture up.
Yeah, so
Elebza,
Yeah,
they've taken the baton from Liverpool. Now it's Chelsea's turn.
now it's
Every
Chelsea's
episode, you must mention that Chelsea lost.
Yeah.
yeah, for a change, my team is being roasted a bit less, and it's a good thing. But yeah, so Chelsea played against Newcastle United. Newcastle traveled away and they got all 3 points. The match ended in a 1-0 win for them. Another difficult afternoon for Chelsea. Anthony Gordon, that 18-minute goal proved that, you know what, he is the difference basically. Thibaut?
No, listen, the world champions, Chelsea, had all the possession, gentlemen. They had the ball but did absolutely nothing with it. I don't know about y'all, but I think this was another classic showing from Chelsea. Now, the fans were frustrated because the team kept passing the ball sideways, that famous U-shaped football.
Eish.
And at halftime, the players were booed off the pitch by the fans. And I think you can definitely sympathize with them because they want a reaction. I don't think the Chelsea faithful are actually happy that Enzo Maresca was shown the door, and this gentleman, Liam Rosina. I call him Rosina because when you listen to Mukwanti wa Pretoria, they mention Rosina. This guy, he's basically come in and he really doesn't look like he knows what he's doing. But hopefully, he will try and find a balance, and maybe they can try and put up, a decent fight in the run-up to the Champions League second leg against the defending champions. Now, moving right along, we saw Arsenal were entertaining Everton in a game that ended in a 2-0 win for the league leaders. Yes, I said it. The league leaders left it late once again. The 2 goals came in the final minutes from Victor Gyökeres and a 16-year-old Max Darwin who secured the victory. Gentlemen, I don't know about y'all, but we really need to send Home Affairs to check out these 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, because the way these guys are playing so well, I'm struggling to really believe that these guys are actually teenagers. Stefan Roy.
Yeah, that boy basically plays. I've been following him for a while. He is really what they say he is.
You follow,
but give him some time.
Arsenal's players. You follow Arsenal's players, but not Liverpool players.
There must always be an argument.
Hey.
Give props where props needed to be given.
I'm asking that you follow Liverpool's youth, or do you follow Chelsea's youth? Because I don't know, or Arsenal's youth. I don't know any other youth. I just know Barcelona's youth, okay? But not other youth. When you follow like Chelsea's youth, I mean Arsenal's youth. You are a guy inside.
I follow everybody that one is young, plays exceptional football, makes a big difference.
No. Van Roy, you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to explain yourself.
I just want him to know. I just want him to know. And that's why we got Rio Ngomoa. We got that man from Chelsea.
Oh, you are busy scouting for
But anyway, yeah.
Liverpool. You probably get paid by Liverpool. Probably Liverpool has like a scouting line by the fans.
Yeah.
Like
They don't know he's a double agent.
Yeah, like
I'm a
same.
scout,
It's like
Baba.
I just
In my
watched
free time.
you know, I just watched Disky Challenge in South Africa. You need to come check this guy Mngomeni who plays for Obert College.
Yeah,
Oh, my
name a
word,
scout,
word.
Baba. You must watch. If your lighty plays rugby, I can hook him up. He can play this side for the Raiders, and then from there he will get into the big leagues. So yeah.
Hook us up, dog. Hook me
Anyway,
up.
with this match, ended in a 2-0 victory for the Gunners. I actually watched this match. I was hate watching like crazy, but yeah, champions win games like these. They actually win games like this. There was late goals. Even when things aren't going their way, they basically find a way to win. And that's what it did. It is we're showing a glimpse. They showing a glimpse of, you know what? One hand is on the trophy. I don't know. I don't know about you guys. They have 7 matches left. They have about like a 9 or 10 point gap between them and City.
I still say they're
We'll
not
see
winning
how
the
it is
league.
gonna go. I know they're
I
meeting
still
City.
say they're not winning the league.
What's that? What you saying? They're winning the league, but
No, they're
Lebza,
not.
they are facing Man City away, and then they are facing, I think it's Chelsea, and then there's the other team, then Man City again.
Don't
at home.
count Chelsea as
So,
an obstacle
I
on the
hope there
road.
is
Don't
drama.
count Chelsea as an obstacle on the road. Chelsea, if you are driving to
I hope there
Limpopo,
is drama, but
Chelsea will not become a
Good
pothole
point.
on the road. You know, Chelsea is like those animals you pass on the road that are in like the gated community. They will do nothing to your trip. So Chelsea are going to help Arsenal
roadkill.
go forward. You see, Chelsea are actually going to usher Arsenal to the title. Like, oh, you want 3 points? Come get them. Ooh, it's so cold.
We're gonna show them the God of
Anyway, Roy, let's go.
All right. So with Liverpool, they faced Tottenham. It was a nervy match. We didn't play that very, very, very good. It was a late dramatic draw at Anfield. It was very disappointing for me. Tottenham's new coach, Igor Tudor, earned his first point here. I can't believe this. He earned his first point
But
with
guys,
Spurs.
why did
Coming
they
to
hire
Anfield,
Tudor, guys?
man,
Why?
I
Like,
just
is
felt like,
it nepotism?
man.
Is it like nepotism? Like why would you hire Tudor? Like Tudor does not look like he knows what to do with Tottenham. Like,
hey yo, Van Roy.
And you know what, ne? At halftime, ne, he greeted his own assistant coach thinking it was Slot just because the guy is bald, and I was laughing. Yeah, I was laughing.
Yeah, but you know what, Van Roy? I just
Yeah?
goes to show that Liverpool is swag, bruh. Tottenham
Yeah,
have
this
been losing
season-
to everyone,
except Liverpool.
But until
Yeah.
again,
But yeah, they are not playing the football that they normally play. They are swag this season. There is no dispute for that. I'm not gonna say it's because of injuries or this or that one left or this one. Like everyone is trying, but then they're not stepping
got
up to
lucky
that
last
level
year,
that
bruh.
they actually accept.
Slot got lucky last year, bro. Like,
I think it's because of Klopp's team that we actually had last season that actually won.
and they were just
I think
remotivated, you know.
with this team, yeah, I think this is Slot's team. I think this is really him showing showing us his true colors. Like, you know what? I can take something that is good and great and fuck it all up. So that is him. I don't know if
And
it's
then
his
Roy,
goal, but yeah, big up
today
to him.
today,
So yeah,
today,
we move
today
on.
at gym, I saw Sundowns tops. I didn't see any Pirates tops, and the
Eish.
most irritating top, they were Manchester United tops. They were even friends that gym together,
United.
wearing Man United tops. Like, I'm a spot you, my Man United friend. Like, really, what happened in that match, though?
So yeah, United faced Aston Villa. United played at home. They won that match 3-1. So it's a massive victory for them. They basically delivered another strong performance at Old Trafford, of which the victory strengthens their hold on the third place, and it only boosts their Champions League hopes for next season. But for now, it's bad. They're playing with the small fishes. But yeah,
You know what, Van Rooyen, you can go ahead and say that Manchester United are going to qualify for the Champions League because they have accumulated 6 consecutive home wins for Michael Carrick in his interim role. Gentlemen, this is absolutely impressive. Michael Carrick, since taking over this Manchester United side, not only do they play an enterprising brand of football, they play a brand of football that is effective, that has different ways of problem solving in terms of the opposition that they play against, and without a shadow of a doubt, they find a way to win.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
so as you're speaking, I'm trying to get my intro song for introducing the next segment so that I introduce it correctly. You might not know it. You might be too young to actually even know the song, so you might just be like, what's going on?
Hey, please don't play a sling Mhlaba. Hey, Van Rooyen.
No.
He's gonna play that wrestling song of Shawn Michaels.
No,
I am a pretty boy.
No, you actually don't listen to Klingo Mhlaba because she shouted God. She tells God that she says, uJesu uyalalela uJesu. Makaqeda aphendule. Jesus obviously is going to answer. Wouldn't you answer, Don? If I was you, I was going to answer Klingo Mhlaba first, even if you prayed first. Anyway,
this guy is gonna take us somewhere we don't want to go, bro.
All right, so the reason I'm playing that one is because I'm introducing La Liga. There was fire, and it's heating up between Barcelona and Real Madrid, even though Madrid know that they've got nothing to bring to the fire. It's like they're just coming to the prize empty-handed. So let's start off with Madrid. They met Elche. Obviously, Los Blancos were very dominant, coming off an amazing win from the Champions League. Rudiger, Valverde, Huijsen, and a spectacular strike from that number 15, Dr. Khumalo Waseteki. Adagula, as he sealed it. And then if we go to Atletico, you know what? A narrow but important victory for Atletico. Molina's early goal proved to be extremely, extremely decisive. But I remember the other Madrid side could not beat Getafe. Let's move on. Barcelona said, hello, Sevilla. You remember the last time you beat me with what number? Okay, an absolute attacking masterclass. Rafinha stole the show with the hat-trick. Almost scored thrice, but always almost scores. He misses. And then Cancelo came back, his first goal since coming back from Exodus of Arabia. And 5-2 was the final score.
Yeah, I'm sorry, ne. So sorry, Chance. I don't want to cut anyone off, ne. But if anyone either watched the game or saw the highlights, they would have picked up that Barcelona were given 2 penalties. Mahala on ETV. It's fine. I'm done.
Yeah, it's like
Lebza, those were not penalties, bro.
We got penalties
here or there because
we'll see.
Because I saw Joao Cancelo pulling off his best Michael Phelps impression in the box. Like, whoa, what are we doing here?
Well, you know what? Let's just wait for your game against City because I know that you guys always get a penalty. In Europe, they love you. They will give probably if Man City score 3, someone in Man City is gonna get a red card for nothing.
Broski, stop hating. Stop being a hater.
You know what, ne?
Stop being a hater.
I'm just gonna say this, ne? And I want to see if you're gonna hate on this. I'm gonna say Barcelona are playing Champions level football right now at the moment. What do you say about it?
I say, bro, you are really writing that. You know what, bro? Because
knew it.
Barcelona
I knew
this
it.
whole season, this whole
You're a
season they've
hater.
been struggling. This whole
How
season
are we
they've been
struggling?
struggling, bro.
How are we struggling and
I
ahead
said
of you?
right now they are playing
Oh,
Champions
No,
level.
bro. No, gentlemen, let's be honest. You know, Rafinha has been in and out of the team
He's been injured.
you know, yes. This season he's had problems, fitness problems, right? Lamine
Sure.
Yamal hasn't been the guy to carry the team. Let's be honest. I'm not
He's-
saying maybe the last two games.
No. He's now reached his peak.
No. I'm not saying
You're a
in
hater.
in the
You're
last
a
2 or 3
hater.
games hasn't turned it on. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, you know, with Rafinha firing on all cylinders, Barcelona were walking over everyone, irrespective of who was injured, who was not in the 11. Rafinha is not playing at his best.
Okay.
Even when he's in the team, you know. I mean, you guys,
Alright.
you're struggling against Newcastle. How do you struggle against Newcastle? But that's neither here
All
nor
right,
there.
all right.
'cause
Okay.
Wednesday
Let
they're gonna
me ask you this. Let
But
me
we'll
ask
show
you
you
this.
tomorrow
You're a
how
hater,
we
Wena.
struggle.
So if I had to rephrase that sentence and say that Real Madrid are playing Champions level football right now, what are you gonna say to that?
But it wouldn't make sense because we're talking La Liga. We're not talking the Champions League. We're talking La
I didn't say
Liga.
Champions League. I said
That's why I'm
champion
saying.
level football. I
No.
didn't say Champions League football. I
You
said
can't-
champion
No,
level
let me
football.
let me answer you then. Let me answer. You know why you can't say that, especially where Real Madrid are concerned, is because in La Liga, Real Madrid will give you a 6 out of 10 performance, right? But when the Champions League comes through, 10 out of 10, out of nowhere.
I
know you have
didn't
nothing
say, and I'm okay. We're
Well,
gonna move on. I'm gonna stick to that point.
I can't wait.
Barcelona are playing
to see
champion level
your
football
10 out
at the
of 10
moment.
performance.
Just keep supporting Arsenal.
Barcelona are
Yeah.
champions. Look, in Italy, the title race continues to tighten. Juventus, who used to be coached by Tudor, you know, got a 1-0 win thanks to Boga's decisive goal and securing an amazing, crucial victory on the day. And then Napoli, hey, they're seeming to come back to the winning side of life, coming back from behind to keep their top 4 hopes alive. But we do know that their coach is definitely a dogged coach. He's going to make sure he gets his top 4 if he can't get number 1. And then the shock of the weekend, Lazio, Sarri Ball is back and in full swing. Once this guy starts buying the right people, I'm telling you, Lazio will start climbing up that table in the seasons to come. A devastating result for for Milan's title ambitions. I think they should just aim for Europe.
No, that's absolutely true, Lebza, because if we take stock of everything that's taken place this past weekend, AC Milan are now 8 points behind Internazionale. That could be very decisive coming into the penultimate stages of the Italian Serie A. 9 games left, gentlemen. And moving on swiftly, we had Como facing off with AS Roma in a fight for the 4th position, or aka Champions League position, as one of the most surprising results of the weekend by far, as Como came from behind to defeat a 10-man AS Roma, boosting their Champions League qualification hopes.
No, you know what? I'd love to see Como in the Champions League, just to see Fabregas at least on a weekly basis.
Like just frozen like this, like
when it comes up. But yeah, you know what? In France, though, several teams continue to push, for European places, and I think France is now getting the respect it actually deserves. Just because of the quality. There's always been quality. If you think about it, Wenger always bought their people, they always went to go buy there. It's just that English soccer just always tries to win for popularity. So Monaco defeated Brest 2-0 to extend their impressive unbeaten run. And then Lorient, they stunned title challengers Lens 2-1. So they probably won't catch PSG now if they're behaving like this. And then Toulouse tried not to lose because they went ahead in a 4-3 thriller against Mainz. So look, we're coming to the Champions League, gents. It's coming up. Now it's the time where you're going to separate the men from the boys. Some fascinating ties are coming up. Obviously, Manchester City cannot do a Rotunda having Phil Foden in the bench. You know, having Haaland only touch the ball 10 times in 82 minutes and think he can challenge against Real Madrid. No. And obviously also Chelsea have now lost twice. Will they make it 3 times by losing to PSG at home? Because now Chelsea, even if they win 1-0, it still is not enough. Even if they win 2-0, it's still not enough. So they have to win 3-0 to make sure then that it's enough. Roy, what you think, dog?
Yeah, it's not going to be easy for anybody, but let me tell you, these second legs will basically about mentality, and it will be about tactical bravery and also discipline, and who has the mental fortitude to go even later in the game to actually go and hunt for something. But yeah, Sizobona, guys.
Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, if you don't mind, I just want to know from the both of you, seeing as both your teams are in somewhat a disadvantaged position coming into the second legs of the Champions League. If you are Manchester City, Lebza, what will you do differently in the second leg to try and turn the tie around? The same applies for you, Van Roy.
No, Man City just needs to attack all guns blazing. No, look, Pep needs to do what he always did when he wants to win. Make it a 5-man midfield so that the ball just rotates, and then he has to have someone that finishes. Have Semenyo ready to run and go score. You know, something like that. I remember when we had lost against AC Milan bad. We had to go back to this to their stadium. He put a very compact midfield. It was Fabregas. Everyone was there in the middle, and then just one striker. They never touched the ball. So if he can do that, but he doesn't have the players, he doesn't have the personnel to do that. Like where the ball can just go to Rodri. Rodri passes to Bernardo. Bernardo passes.
Gianni Reinders is there though. Nico Gonzalez is there though.
Maybe then he needs to try them, but I don't see them being able to tiki-taka like the tiki-taka that Real Madrid needs. Because Real Madrid need the best passers around to be beaten. Because you're very resilient as a team. You guys run. You see, Rudiger will run the whole time, but he needs someone who's smarter than him. Do you understand? Not someone who runs harder than him. You understand? That's why English teams lose against Rudiger, because he'll run harder than you. He's determined. But in Barca, he doesn't get people who run harder than him. He gets people who stop, who pass, who go get it back, who pass. So he's running with his anger, but then they are playing nice and relaxed. Say, wait, let him run there. Like how what you call Busquets, Iniesta, and Xavi played around with Ginseng Park in a Champions League final, because he came, Ginseng Park, I'm gonna run for Ferguson, and all he did was like Iniesta no, and then Messi, like he just kept on running. Like there was time where it was like, guys, someone save this person, otherwise he's gonna faint. Anyway, look, Thibaut, I definitely do think Man City don't have the personnel to beat Real Madrid if Real Madrid come and play really well. But you never know.
Van Roy?
Champions League night.
So as I was saying, I will bench Haaland, bring him on second half.
No, I meant Liverpool, big boss.
Oh, with Liverpool.
Bro, have you
bench everybody, play slot in front,
he's abandoned Liverpool.
Van Bronckhorst as a goalkeeper, play the refs, play
He's
that guy will
abandoned
probably do
Liverpool.
that. You will see.
I
But for me, I will. For me, I will put. I will put up a very very strong team. I will start with Eketike. I will put Salah in. A Gekpo is sometimes something else, but I will put Rio in, and then the midfield I would keep it the way it is. It's just that with the back line, they need to do something. Like Zoboslai cannot want to play right back. They must. I don't know. They must do something. But that guy basically is a forward-thinking player, and I don't know, like even with this match that we did draw, like this weekend, you could see that. Look, this is not me. It's not naturally me, and I think Slot is gonna make that same mistake. But then, yeah, we'll see. I'm not going to put my money on it, but then I'm hoping for a 2-1 victory.
But then
Sorry,
Thibaut,
2-0, 2-0 actually.
my real team, Barcelona, this week, what they are going to do is basically go ahead and just show Newcastle to say, okay, Magpie. What do they call you, Magpies? You know, we were at your house the other day, but welcome. Welcome to the
Newcastle will beat Barcelona.
Oh, Thibaut. Only
Okay.
you know what? If they beat Barcelona, I'm doing the show alone on Friday.
And that wasn't a, if
I
if
will
for
never,
me-
we'll never let you do the show alone. But Newcastle are gonna beat Barcelona. Watch.
Nah, that won't
The
happen.
referees in their pocket.
Please, that won't happen, bruh.
And then Newcastle will go get knocked out in the next round. But their Champions League win will be that they beat this Barcelona side. Because they will they're gonna
Five-
beat you, homie.
5-2. We're gonna give them a 5-2.
Okay,
That's true.
Sizabona,
But
I
look-
know that it's going to be very scintillating football. I know that there's going to be
And
a
I
lot
like
more
that it
goals.
plays early. I like that it plays early. Oh man, because me, man, I hate those 10 o'clock matches, man. The next day you're all groggy, like you're all like,
Yeah.
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 And I wake up at 4 in the morning, no matter what time I sleep, so that I can go to the gym. So like now I have to first get the cobwebs out, like in the gym. Like, man, I hate those matches. Time for the famous flop or proper the week. Thibaut, hit us with the flops, dog.
Coming in, our first nominee, we have Manchester City dropping points again versus West Ham. Is the title race where Manchester City is concerned over? It is yet to be seen. And our second nominee, we have Associazionale Calcio Milano, who also dropped points. Their title hopes are also fading after a defeat to Lazio. 8 points is the difference between them and Internazionale. And lastly, we have the world champions, Chelsea, continuing to look like a team without ideas, continuing to look like a team from Toyando, aka Black Leopards. Gentlemen, who are your flop? Who's your flop of the week?
No, my flop.
I'm
dog,
going with
is-
Man City.
I'm also Man City dog, because this they've just went ahead and given Arsenal some confidence. You know, there's a buffer. Arsenal. Thibaut, yours?
Mine is definitely AC Milan, gentlemen. In the previous week, when they took out Inter Milan, it almost seemed like they were on the brink of blowing the Serie A title race open. But from the defeat against Lazio, you could see that Max Allegri is still working this team. This team, I don't think they're at the required level to at least win a Serie A title, but they are there to at least challenge, because he took off big players in the defeat against the Lazio. He took off Rafael Leao, who was seen sulking and complaining on the touchline from being taken off, which I think was fair, because if we look at Rafael Leao's form in the last 2-3 years, or maybe since AC Milan won the Serie A title, he's been very poor.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, look, those are our flops. Obviously, Manchester
Okay.
City were mine and Roy's, and then Algio Calcio Milan. are there. What's your flop? If you're watching
Yeah.
us, let us know there on the actual chat there. Let us know what's your flop and who maybe you think we should have put here as a flop and they are not here. Maybe Orlando Pirates were supposed to be here. Roy, what's your flop of the week? What's your props, man? Can you help us with the props?
So the props is in first place, it's Arsenal for them continuing their relentless march toward the title. Like I said earlier, they have one hand on the trophy. Second place is Mamelodi Sundowns for dominating their CAF Champions League tie. Then third place is Rafinha's incredible hat-trick performance for Barcelona. Rafinha! I know someone is not going to choose that. He's going to go for Como. They are sitting in fourth place for props of the week. So they actually look at him. They had a huge victory for boosting their Champions League dream, and they are sitting pretty in the top spot. So yeah, big ups to them. Thibaut,
No, I
who
would,
is
I
your
would give it
prop
to
of the week?
me. I would give it to Arsenal, bro, because you know what? The moment they went through this weekend, like you saw a club that was like feeling so happy. Like when I saw that goal of that kid, I didn't watch the match, but I just saw the highlight. And then I saw the highlight of the kid actually score that goal. Ateta was like crazy. The whole bench was crazy. Everyone went to that kid. Like it was just an amazing. If you're a football lover, those are moments that make football happy, man. Like even the ref won't even give them a yellow card for celebrating for too long because that's a moment to end the match with. So yeah, I think I'm not giving it to Arsenal for continuing their relentless march, but I'm giving it to them for this moment that I watched as that kid scored that goal. Like, you know what? If they win the league, that's going to be one of those moments that they will remember to say it was just such a heartwarming moment.
Oh yeah, definitely, Lebs. I agree with you. Hey, that's sort of like when Real Madrid won their 15th Champions League. Those moments are very nostalgic. But Fanroy, just to answer your question, my prop of the week is definitely Mamelodi Sundowns as they are flying or holding up high the South African flag on the continent. And I hope this Mamelodi Sundowns team will go all the way to the final and subsequently win this edition of the CAF Champions League.
Yeah, no,
Roy,
I
who's
agree
yours?
with you. You can't take that away from them, but I'm giving mine to Como. It's a very huge victory.
Hey,
Boosting
this guy
their
is talking
Champions
about
League dream.
himself.
Yeah, I'm going with Como. Cesc Fabregas, that guy is right where he needs to be. Like that team really needs him, and he's actually doing a phenomenal job. You can't take that away
He's
from
probably
him.
the next
Like,
Guardiola. If you
being
don't
in
know,
fourth
he's
place
probably
in
the
their
next
league.
Hey,
Guardiola.
Lebza.
It's
Hey, Lebza.
great to see that, man.
Dog?
Hey, Lebza, I feel like we've done an injustice, with the props of the week. We really should have put Tottenham Hotspur in there for being,
Yeah.
able to almost, get their thing.
Get his first point.
versus
Kudos.
Liverpool.
First point. First point. Like after so many matches.
After so many matches.
No, you know
Haters
what?
gonna hate. But anyway,
Tottenham is
it
definitely
was a swag
disappointment.
performance. It was a swag performance. But you can't put Tottenham in props of the week just for drawing. Come on, guys.
Bro,
But
Tottenham have been losing every game until they played Liverpool. Why can't we put them in there?
Yeah.
Lebza, I think you know what?
We
can
change
take a
our
vote
props
and
in
let
one.
us decide to give the prop to Tottenham.
To Tottenham Hotspur.
It's fine. I'll get you vote for this.
So, guys, just predictions before we go. Thibaut, so do you see Chelsea coming back?
No.
Roy, do you see Chelsea coming back?
Nah.
Thibaut, do you see Liverpool coming back?
Definitely. Yeah, Liverpool are in there. They still have a chance.
Roy, you said 2-0, ne?
So yeah, Liverpool. If you look at goals, if you look at the aggregate, that tells you a story on its own. It's going to tell you that look, if these people, there is a big aggregate to chase, and and they don't chase it, they are not gonna get it. And it's just a mountain to climb. You have a lot of pressure already on you
Mm.
to perform in that match, and now you still at the deficit. So it's going to be a mountain to climb. One for Man City, for Chelsea. I told you guys about Bodo Glimt. They're gonna knock out Sporting Lisbon.
No, that Sporting is knocked out already, and
Which other teams? Yeah,
Atalanta don't even have
basically
a
it's only
chance.
them and Tottenham as well.
Because imagine Atalanta are now going to
They must not show up.
Yeah, Atalanta should not even
They
come. They
shouldn't
should
show
be like,
up.
we decided to
Yeah,
stay
but
home.
gentlemen, I just want to make you aware. Ne? Bayern Munich have 4 goalkeepers who are out injured. This includes Manuel
Yeah.
Neuer. So I imagine that the goalkeeper that they will be fielding in this game against Atalanta will be a youth squad player, a youth goalkeeper,
Academy player.
an academy player. Yeah, so I don't know if this will be an opportunity that the young men will seize, or you know what, if this will just be more of the same. It is yet to be seen.
Bruh, they are coming to
It's gonna be an
Germany. They're
exciting
gonna
watch,
lose 7-0
nonetheless.
now.
But and I think that
They're gonna lose
the
7-0.
team knowing that look, this is a young boy, they're going to protect that boy. They're going to make sure that look, we're gonna try as much as possible to keep goals from not going in. And I'm telling you, in that match, the back line is going to work twice as hard just to make sure that Lighty, I think he's 19 years old if I'm not mistaken, but just to make sure that he shines actually.
Hey guys, I'm thinking, you know what, just looking at Arsenal, because their result is basically 0-0, right now.
Yeah.
So they could also come out if, let's say, Leverkusen actually on the weekend played their reserve team and rested, and now are going to go defend and maybe do counter attack and maybe not give away corners, because that's how Arsenal scores. Like Arsenal could be knocked out. We could be actually having a shock by Arsenal getting knocked out. That's what we're not thinking about it, bro. We're not thinking about it. But how did they? Because they also did what Barcelona did in terms of drawing with Newcastle. And Leverkusen ain't better than Newcastle.
Yeah, you know what, Lebzane? We're not thinking about it because this Bayer Leverkusen side, they really haven't. We haven't seen any flashes in the pan. You see, like they haven't given us an idea or a reason to believe that they can actually go to the Emirates and do something. I think if you were a betting man and you put money on Leverkusen are the underdog in this clash, in the second leg. So it's basically down to them to actually blow us or pause to do with Arsenal what they will to ensure that they get to the next round.
I'm with you. But yeah, like Tottenham can't come back from a 5-2. It's bad. Yeah, no, I think Arsenal, we can get shocked with that. Maybe it goes to penalties, and that's when things can get shaken up. Yeah, Liverpool also. It could be a great defensive showing from Galatasaray when they are visiting, and they just defend and put only Osimhen there in the front for counters. Just so that they protect this 1-0 lead. Because you guys, if they can do that for the first 45 minutes and it ends 0-0, you guys will now need to attack aggressively, meaning you leave gaps there at the back where someone then can score. So same thing even with us as Barcelona, because imagine Newcastle gets there, because as Barca, we are very susceptible to an early goal. We are the most susceptible to an early goal ever. So we can start and Newcastle goes and score and it's 2-1 on aggregate. And then they just park the bus. And really, what's the best team to park the bus? It's from England. The best team to park the bus is from England, because all they know how to do is hoof it up, header it out, kick it to the stands. And then Barcelona could also struggle in terms of then having to score another goal. Then they'll have to do what? Be very open. Attack now with
Lebza, that's not how it goes. If Barcelona struggle, what are they gonna do? Go to the referee. What will the referee do? Penalty a favor Barcelona. Penalty A favor, Barcelona.
I hope Pep calls his ex-wife and
Yeah,
maybe
Neil.
ask for some tactics.
It's going to
And
be
then
it's going to be
it
exciting
becomes
to see.
3-3 on aggregate, and then you see what the Real Madrid refs do. If it could become 3-3 on aggregate, believe me, Pep could sneeze at the ref. Was it a red card? Pep could actually, blow his nose. Was it again? You shouldn't blow your nose next to the ref. Oh. Anyway, to everybody watching, the football weekend
But
was amazing. Title races, as I said in the beginning, are tightening, and underdogs like Bodo Glimt, like Siwelele, hey, are tripping some people who thought it would be a walkover, like Sporting Lisbon. And the Champions League drama, I can't wait to see everyone on Thursday after we come out of the 2 days. Who will be smiling? And obviously from me, Lebza, Thibaut, Roy, we thank each and every one of you for joining us right here on Let's Argue. Remember, in football, everyone has an opinion, but here we argue about that same opinion. Thibaut, Roy.
Ahoy.